You guys getting back together on the field?
It's good to be back. Not to rust off a little bit today. Had a scrimmage today. Went okay. Offense had their good moments. Defense had theirs, and as well as both sides having some rough spots as well. So it's definitely good to be back out here on the grass.
How much fun are you having bringing guys like KJ Henry and Xavier Thomas along?
Oh man, it's awesome. To be at this point in my career where, it's all about what I can leave for the next guy to come through and have a great career. So it's really fulfilling to be able to be in that position.
What do you see out of KJ and then Xavier?
Oh man, just guys that they listen. They allow Cleveland and Richard and Chris and I to lead them. Teach them as much as we can, all that we know, as well as being coachable with Coach Hall. They give 100% effort, every day. They bring intensity and energy, so it's definitely good to have that youth in the room.
Coach, you started you guys out right away with the ball drill today. A lot of intensity out there between the defensive line and offensive line. Is that what you guys experience that every time you go through the ball drills? It's just like that?
Oh, most definitely. They've built this team from the inside out, so we know that it all starts and ends with us, offensively and defensively. And it's definitely good to start with a high-intensity drill, to get practice kicked off and, get everybody motors going.
Austin, do you allow yourselves to think about what kind of a unit you could be this year that you're all back together?
No, not at all. Because without putting in the work, we won't be as good as people think we are or we can be. To be honest, it's good for people to have that opinion of us, but if we don't put the work in every day, we won't scratch that potential at all. So we're just focusing on working, trying to be the best we can be today, and the next day and the next day after that, just taking it one day at a time.
It seemed like Josh Belk had a really good, impressive ball drill. What have you seen from him?
Just a guy that's continued to grow. Started off kind of rough for Josh, just trying to learn how to be a college student and college athlete. These past couple of weeks, he's really turned it on. He's starting to understand, how to do things, on the field and off the field. And I'm just so proud, to see him, have a good day like this. So I'm very proud of Josh.
With the defense, I know Coach Venables wasn't happy last week. What was his message to y'all after that scrimmage, and how do you think you guys did today?
We just got to be better leaders, at every level, offensive, on the defensive line, the linebackers, and the back seven. So we just got to be better leaders, be more disciplined. That's gotten us in trouble some plays, just being disciplined and doing our job. So I think if we get that corrected, we'll be fine.
What's it like playing for a guy like Brent that seems like he's never satisfied?
It's awesome. If you're a competitor, you never want to feel the feeling of satisfaction. You always want to think, that you can improve and get better, and there's always something else to learn, always something else to experience. And with Coach V, he doesn't let you relax, which is really great, and that's why we've been so good around here on defense. So, with a guy like that leading us, calling plays, we'll be fine and continue to grow each and every day. He's going to challenge us, and, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Did that get y'all's attention last week, the way he kind of responded after that scrimmage?
Oh, most definitely.
what was he like after that scrimmage ended?
He just kept it real with us and told us, the bad, told us the little good we had, and, told us, basically left it upon the leaders to, make sure that it's corrected and put it on each guy to, take responsibility of what they did and own up to what they need to do better in order to make the unit better. So, I think with the guys we have on this team, talks like that really resonate well because we have the type of guys that are going to respond the right way. So it's basically what the message was.
Groups, did y'all talk any individually after that? I know it's been a long time since then to now.
Pretty much after he talked to us, there was nothing else much to be said. He pretty much said it all. And, I think the guys took it well, and, they definitely put the effort in to try to correct their mistakes.
When he had y'all running, was it the entire defense or just a specific unit?
It was the entire defense.
And I imagine as hard as he is, he still finds time to praise you. What's it like when he finally says, hey, you did this right? How does he go about that?
It's great, when you do get a compliment from Coach V, because it's not very often. So if you get one, you did something really good. So, but it's great, and that's kind of, what kind of coach you want. Somebody that's always going to push you to do better, do more. And when he does praise you, it makes it all worth the while.
What's the best compliment he's given you?
It's probably been a while. Like I said, he's stiff with the compliments now. They don't come very often, but Probably on a drop or something I had when I was at Jack linebacker. I had a pretty good drop. I guess he was impressed by that. 270-pound guy dropping his face, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, what was the film like after you had that interception up at Syracuse, I think it was?
Oh, I mean, film was great. You know, I was definitely looking forward to seeing that when we had our next film session. The guys gave me a hard time about me falling, but other than that, you know, it was good.
How much motivation does it serve to?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Coming off the Alabama loss, how much does that motivate this team moving forward? Is that something you guys talk about at all?
It's definitely something that the guys that were here, you know, remember. I don't think you can ever forget anything like that. But, you know, like Coach Swinney always says, it's a new team, new challenges, new faces, new leaders, new guys that has to make the plays. So we just try to come out here every day and do the best we can and put everything we got into it. So, you know, when that time comes, you know, we'll be ready.
Were you a member of the award-winning intramural basketball team that's all over Instagram?
I was not a member. I'm not even gonna take credit for that. I was not a member, and I was supportive, but I was not on the team. I did not make the squad.
Austin,